I think some things got fucked up because also yesterday's VOD didn't record, and then I just had to hit record on today's also when I remembered that yesterday's didn't record. So, I don't know, perhaps the gremlins got into the computer while we were gone. But if you're telling me that it's tolerable for this moment, we're gonna leave it like this, and if Grid pops in later, then I don't know, he can tell me. Yeah, remember when I used to have to restart the audio drivers all the time? Great, I loved that. Alright. Remove mushroom RNG. Actually, somebody opened it. I was gonna say we left my office door shut when we were gone, but I think Link opened the door, because when Link wants something, he opens doors. Which isn't hard because we do have lever doorknobs, but he's the only one that can open the doors. We had to put a lock on the spare room door when our house guest was here, because he would just get upset and open her door in the middle of the night. Alright. What? Here we are. Well, I mean, he's very delicate when he moves. He is just a large boy. He's not like a bull in a china shop. But he is the smartest cat. He really is. Xeno likes causing trouble, and Xeno will not give up on getting what he wants, but Link is the cat who looks at something, thinks about it, and then problem solves. Gibbs literally doesn't know how to open a door when the door is open. Like, he can't comprehend. If the door is not open wide enough for his whiskers to go through, he is stuck in the room forever. Bless him. Oh, good. That's good. Well, I'm glad that somebody took care of you while I was not here. Sorry, I need to file my fingernails right now. I had this very weird dream last night where I was like streaming getting married for content, but it wasn't like to Grid. For some reason, it was to Northern Lion, whose videos I have never watched. I want to be very clear. The only Northern Lion I am aware of are the snippets of VODs that have appeared on Tumblr. I literally do not know who this man is. Other than apparently my subconscious knows what he looks like. So, like and subscribe, I guess. Alright. Learning. Guiding Light. If you're reading this, then you've probably just had a bit of a rude awakening. No matter, though, as this guide will help you pick... Pop! Will help you pick things back up. Each section has a specific theme. You can view all the sections from the Overview tab. That is extremely true. I was thinking today while I was on the couch again, doing nothing again, and I'm just like, is this burnout? Like, I've had burnout before, but I didn't think what I was doing was bad enough to make burnout again. But I'm so tired. No, it really didn't. Well, that cough specifically was because I just tried to breathe in liquid, which actually doesn't work. But yeah, no, unfortunately I do still have the cough. Move around with Wazda. I can ribbit with spacebar! Oh my god! Walk up and down stairs and ladders as well as through doorways. Use stepping stones to hop across areas. Okay. Using items. You'll always use whatever item is equipped either in your hotbar or whatever is held with your mouse. Hovering over most things will show a tooltip with more info, including items you can use on it. Let's start by using that axe of yours to cut down some trees, as all good games begin. Okay. Where am I? Is this me? Oh, yeah, it is me. How do I... You'll always use whatever... Okay. Hovering over most things... Okay. We did this. Complete. You can carry a surprising amount of stuff in those cute dungarees of yours. Items that don't fit in your hotbar will be moved to your inventory. You can open it at any time with E. If you need more storage than that, you can get some later items to help you with your hoarding addiction. Well, the game knows who I am. So, thank you. Alright, do we need to chase some frogs? Common green, found in droves all across the waking world. You can't miss them. How do I discover the frog? Oh. Why are we capturing frogs? Are we trafficking? Oh my god, we can catch bugs. The most hardy and resilient of all frogs, able to adapt to any environment with ease. They're the base breeding stock for any research, the cornerstone of all species that exist today. Likes being average, looking strangely familiar, and getting everywhere. Mood. Tracking, total population, latest generation. Okay. Are we breeding frogs? Is that weird? Dracofly. Easily started, the Dracofly only comes out under the cover of rain to better hide its movements. It flits between the reeds that grow from the shallow water, finding easy pickings in the insects that make their home there. Environment, waking critter. This critter can be found, what? In the reeds that grow in the water. They're only active during daytime while it's raining. Okay. Oh, I can eat them? Interesting. Cool. Hey, Ron. Service pool. One of the reflection pools that allows travel between the waking and dreaming worlds. reflection pool that's found up in the northeast of the spawning pools near a research lab. You noted down the genetic lock required so that you could view it again here. How sensible. To open the pool, you'll need to create a frog with genetics that match the lock. Oh. Okay. Well, that's more complicated than I previously assumed. Nature. I thought about it. Honestly, that's all I was like, how can I make a good joke? And then I just was too tired, so I do truly apologize. Oh, I let them go. How did I manage that? Speckled Empress. A common sight around the ponds, the beautiful pattern of their wings is known far and wide, originating from a small group of islands that since migrated further north for the cooler climate. This critter can be found fluttering around the red lilies that grow in the water. They're only active during daytime when it's not raining. Ah, it just started raining now. That just disappeared? Okay, so how do I genetically engineer frogs? Oh. Can be used to keep frogs in one place. Alright, maybe we should make a base? Oh, we're gonna make the gayest frogs. They're gonna be so gay. this somebody's house. Hubbard, what can I do for you today? Brought you here once you respawned. Pulling you out, the mud took it out of me. Or pulling you out of the mud took it out of me. I'm not quite the froglet I used to be. The pond mother told me you'd be coming. Said you'd be able to help us out in restoring this place. I'm a carpenter. I trained at the guild and everything. Anything you need, I can make it. Just bring me the raw materials and I'll do the rest. I can also get you to speed up on everything get you up to speed on everything I know. Respawning isn't great on the memory, but you'll get it back in no time. Anything else you need, let me know. Otherwise, I'll let you hop to it. Oh my god. Oh, is it sleepy time? Immune. Don't know what that means. I am pleased to see you survived the respawning. The guide I gave you should set you on the right path. You have a long journey ahead, but I believe in you. Start by restoring the lost frogs and the rest will follow. Oh crap, my hotbar, I'm sorry. That's embarrassing. Wait, really? Am I stupid? Like, have I completely forgotten how to use a computer? There we go. I am stupid. Oh, okay. That's cool. Most placed objects have a little menu you can open by clicking on them. You can move menus around by dragging their tile bar and close them by pressing escape. If you want to learn more about the menu, you can press the little question button. How handy. Your inventory has a built-in trash slot. Items here will be destroyed when you place another item on top. You can also send items to the trash by hovering on any slot and pressing delete. Most items have a use though, so if your collector's impulse tells you to keep them, you're probably right. In case you haven't already guessed, this frog-themed reading simulator has a lot of books in it. There are 4 main books to guide you that you'll find in your journey, including this one. You can access your books at any time using the item bar at the bottom of the screen or the hotkeys F, G, and N. Nice work! Now you've got a handle on things, you can get back to saving the pond. If you get stuck on anything, be sure to check this guide. You can revisit any previous chapters whenever you like. As a reward for your patience, take this map with you. I have a feeling you're going to need it. Interesting. Mass breeding. Great. Oh boy. Okay. You may be a small frog in a big pond, but there's plenty of wildlife, even smaller than you. Your magnifying glass lets you quickly identify any frogs, bugs, or spores you might come across without you needing to pick them up. Perhaps it'll help you uncover other things too? Using your bug net, you can catch both frogs and critters. Once you get close enough to some critters, use your net and go crazy. Pick them all up. Frogs will make you work for it, so you'll have to chase the little rascals. But that just makes them more fun. You may have noticed this strange heart slot in your inventory when it's opened. This is for you to place any frog you've collected to become your new BFF. Pet frogs will follow you no matter where you go, and yes, you can pet the frog. When you place down objects and items, you might realize they mess with the feng shui, or maybe they're just off by 1 pixel. Hold shift to snap, by the way. You're welcome. Thank you. Luckily, things are not permanent. This isn't a frog-like. You can use your hammer to pick things back up. This game is adorable. Buckets are the most important item for any serious researcher, allowing you to easily move various liquids and tadpoles. Buckets with matching liquids will also stack. I'm not sure how you can carry 99 buckets of water without spilling them, but it's very impressive. Water is the lifeblood of the pond and used in a few different processes. You can gather water in a bucket by using a bucket or on any areas of water. You might think that's obvious, but look, here we are. You can also drop it back out into water to get an empty bucket back. Okay, mud. While punching a tree does sound cool, we don't have a hospital nearby, so perhaps just stick to using your axe. You can chop down trees, shrubs, and some other stuff too. How versatile! After you harvest stuff, be sure to replant them. I know exactly how many plant, and I'm watching you. Rouge. The mahogany. Small leaves from the mahogany tree. Do I need these in my inventory? So that's these. I think. Oh, I can plant them in the water. Great. Oh, that's my pet. Got it. Active projects. Last updated 259.05.15. Spawning pool projects. Predict your improvements, mass production of frog spawn, ancestry research, progenitor development, improved mud management. Memory works projects, fragmentation analysis, memory preservation, memory restoration, Dreamlink technology, pool restoration, redacted. Doomeral's journal number question mark. Things have been going far better than I thought I could have, or than I could have hoped here at Pond 7. The last few years have seen so many new breakthroughs and technologies come about. Unfortunately, I'm burning through resources and funding faster than the new research is providing for it, although admittedly I did use a lot of it on setting up the memory works. I'm gonna write to my fellow Yukar. Now she's on the High Council, she'll be able to put in a good word for me and the important work we're doing here. Oh my god, I'm so tired. I'll send her some summaries of all the new projects, the climate modifiers, the dauber, and some of the new croakwork mechanisms. That should give plenty of ammo for her to use against the old stick-in-the-muds at the RXRA. I've been spending some time recently thinking about the colors and patterns that we inherit from our traits. As we all know, the mycelium strands absorbed by frog spawn modify their traits, but they also cause the tadpoles to take on the colors of the mushrooms themselves, even after shedding. I'm curious to see if we could find a way to separate our traits from our patterns. We'd be able to create all sorts of different interesting combinations. Hmm. Well, I'm sure this is important. You know, I thought this would be like an easy, cozy little farming sim, not a thing that requires me to remember how Punnett squares work. Flat stinkhorn! I thought you said so I didn't have to pick it up. If you find yourself waiting for a specific condition at a certain time, why not sleep on it? You can use a bed to sleep in past time, which will also affect any other processes in machines, spawning, feeding, etc. You can hold R for 5 seconds to respawn to the last bed you slept in. I really like that it doesn't make you do it again if you've already done it. That's nice. If you find yourself waiting for... Oh, just kidding. There are all sorts of tools you'll need to get this pond restored. You can always get more tools from Hoppert if you lose them, so no need to worry about that. You've got plenty of other stuff to be worrying about. Like, when was the last time you ate some bugs? Now let's move on, shall we? Oh, and take this scrapbook as a reward. Okay, do I have a bucket? Can I build a bucket? Squish, squish. Okay, so I need some more goop. Oh, you're not gonna let me, live out of my... That sucks. have one frog house and then just a bunch of frogs in a box. Oh god, that made me 5 buckets? I wasn't paying attention. The world is filled with all sorts of critters, each with their own preferred environments and behaviors. You can check your encyclopedia with F for hints of where you might find them, or chat with NPCs to ask if there's any delicious snacks they found recently. If you're feeling peckish, you can eat bugs by pressing right-click to use your tongue. Eating a bug allows you to check its flavor profile. Maybe have another just to double-check. And one more for luck. If you eat enough bugs, you might even get something like indigestion. You'll also move faster if you've eaten. Okay. Eating bugs is all well and good, but they won't do your tadpoles much good sitting in your belly. Sometimes you have to share. Using your net, you can grab any nearby bugs to pick them up. Be sure to keep it handy, as you never know when a rare bug might spawn. While the majority of your bug stocks will be used up in the feeding process for your tadpoles, you should still keep some aside to trade with. Different NPCs prefer different bugs and will trade your unique items for their favorites. Here's one on the house. Don't say I never gave you nothing. I kinda don't like my pet frog. I can't. It's confusing me. Shipping closure. With the current hibernation in order in effect, all shipping and commuting routes across the pond have now been closed. To all skippers, all boats are to be kept moored up securely with additional ties in place and all doors and portholes locked up. Once this is done, you can proceed to the Pond Mother for hibernation preparation. If you still require a key, please come see me over in the residential dockyard immediately. Oh, okay. Sure. Once you've eaten a bug, you can identify its flavor profiles: salty, sweet, sour, bitter, umami, spicy, and slimy. Later on, when you're raising tadpoles, you'll need to provide some bugs that match the flavors they like, otherwise they won't grow into big, strong frogs. To start modifying traits, we need to get our hands on some mushrooms. Each mushroom has its own effects that can modify multiple traits at once. By combining mushrooms, you can completely change the genetics of a frog to form an entirely new species. As you explore, you might find spores. Use your magnifying glass to note down their locations. If the conditions continue to be right for them, eventually they'll bloom and allow you to gather a small amount of that mushroom. Inspecting spores will also teach you the exact effects they can have on frogs. While nature works hard, she takes her time. Using our own cultivators, we speed things up and control the conditions better. To start with, we need to make some compost using various flora, all that weird green junk from chopping trees or harvesting weeds. Trade with Humbert for a composter. Okay. Great. Nailed it. Oh, where did I go? Not in bloom? That's really cool. I can just keep that open and, like, live my dreams. Different combinations of flora can form different types of compost. Some have unique effects, like forming spores faster or increasing the number of mushrooms grown. Try experimenting with different layers to make different compost, or just look the recipes up on Game Frox. Boo hiss. Wow. Adding compost to Hopper's cultivators, we can make our own mushroom farms. Take that, nature! Depending on the location, time, temperature, and moisture, different spores may form. Okay. Temperature depends a lot on time of day, but later on we'll be able to push those to extremes for the more hardy species using special machines. Moisture depends more on whether your cultivars Moisture depends more on where your cultivars are, but is also boosted by the rain. You can view temperature and moisture levels of your current position at any time in the top left of the screen. Hey Nightcast, this is not at all like Bloodborne at all. Not even a little. But it's very cute, and I'm having fun so far. Although it's a little bit more brain intensive than I had hoped, than I had kind of intended. So, marsh fly. Spawning in small groups for protection, they are drawn to droplets of water caught on the lily pads. It's often wondered if the main reason for our love of lily pads is purely for the steady supply of snacks they provide. Okay, so just extra storage. Alright. Hey, Em! So we can do... Oh, no, those don't do it. This? Huh. Oh, okay, so only certain things. Alright, okay, I see. It's very cute, and it's on sale! Like most things I play at any given time. These not go... These must not be able to go in the water. That's weird. Oh no. I mean, probably for the best, honestly. I wish my Steam would tell me no. Alright. Can I take one? Yes, I can. Where did the compost go? don't know what the purple thing is. Oh, did I just refill it? Oh, okay. Interesting. Alright, I need a new axe, but he's sleeping. I don't think I can get up there. Or I don't know how to get up there. Give us a bug net, that's great. It's like, I had a moment I was afraid that we could soft lock. Let's see. The leafy compost. Now that the hibernation is in effect, the spawning pools are going to be locked off. All projects can be put on hold unless otherwise directed by Doomeril. Please proceed to the Pond Mother's Pool to prepare and leave any active research. The caretakers will handle this and lock up after you. For the caretakers assigned to this region, I'll leave a spare key over in the mud analysis lab if needed. However, you should stick to using dream transport as much as possible to avoid the worst of the storm. Okay, in the mud analysis lab? Alright. Oh. Where was mud analysis? Jeep bloom. Okay. I think this is kind of tedious. I wish you could just move across it. But excuse me. Really? Interesting. Mud analysis. There it is. They circled it for me and I still didn't fucking notice. Interesting. I wish those went away without having to click on them. can't go up there. In the waking world. Oh, okay, so we need to, like, go to the dream world? I go to the dream world. This is not dawn. Oh, it is gonna rain, though. So I guess we just have to fucking wait. Or we could take a nap till noon. There we go. How do I... Oh, there we go. think it's silly that the mushrooms and the compost come out of the... You know, you can just click on it to make the mushrooms harvest and the compost leave your inventory and refill the mushroom grower, but it doesn't take the empty buckets back for you. That seems silly. It is. I guess that's what I get for trying to go further without reading the book. Once spores form, the mushrooms can fruit at any time as long as the conditions are right. As you harvest shrooms, your compost will slowly degrade, so be sure to give it a refill now and then. Okay, did that. Later on, you'll be able to harvest the spores themselves and form all sorts of interesting new mushrooms. For now, you'll just have to settle for all these wonderful natural permutations. How boring. As a reward for your progress, take this compost recipe. I think you'll find it very useful. Now it's time to actually start the job we've been tasked with and get to restoring all those lost species. Through the use of different mushrooms, we can modify the genetic traits of frog spawn. Depending on the final traits, you can create all sorts of weird and wonderful frogs. To begin with, you'll need some frogs, so go catch frogs. You can use your net. Yep. If you're feeling a bit weighted down by frogs, you can release them by placing them down. Frogs don't move too far from where you put them unless you chase them, so you can keep your hordes out in the open. Even if they escape from you in deep water, they'll just pop back up somewhere else. You may not have noticed that frogs like to jump all over your stuff. If they're getting in the way, you can give them their own stuff to jump all over instead. You can find froggy furniture scattered around the pond, as well as in the inventories of some of the NPCs. Keeping your frogs and furniture makes sure they don't go anywhere. Plus, you can pet them. Now you have some frogs. You can use one of Hoppert's spawners to collect frog spawn. Putting 2 frogs together in a spawner will start the process of them kissing. Just don't stand there watching them, you weirdo. Once they've finished kissing, you have some fresh frog spawn ready to modify. Great. Who wants to fuck? Oh, they told me not to stand there and watch them. My bad. this. Pond skater! Oh my god, my frogs died. They kissed so hard. They died. Great. Well. Oh boy. Well, on that note, I'm gonna take a bathroom break. I'll be right back. Okay. Why? Why? Hi, Crunk. We're having weird mic issues. We're having camera issues. There we go. My frogs fucked so hard they died. Yeah, like mood, but you know. Alright, now we have some frog spawn. We can start working on our magic mud that will allow us to modify traits. Magic mud is formed from a combination of mushrooms and mud in a cauldron. Once we have mushrooms... Okay, actually, let me go get a... well, let me go to sleep, because... This is annoying. This is clever, and as a mechanic, I think it's great, but also I hate doing it. Wonder if we can mash several mushrooms at the same time. Yes. Can I pause these? Can I just make one of those? Am I stupid? What do you mean 0 out of 1? Oh, it's a bucket of water, not a nursery. Oh well. Okay, with our powders we can combine them together in a cauldron along with mud and form magic mud. You can use any combination of 3 powders, modifications will stack. Okay, alright. Oh, sorry. Almost sneezed, but... Fuck! Get my buckets back? That sucks shit. Oh, we need so many buckets. can reuse magic mud. Okay, well that's good. I need more fucking buckets. Shit! Oh, I need another. Okay. Okay. Okay, now we need a feeder. Damn it. Fuck! Compact compost. Okay, cool. I tried. Maybe not. Maybe not. Okay. Five leg. Five logs. Five waterproof. know. Okay, add something salty. Shit, what needs to go in the middle? Right, magic mud. Did they die? Oh, no, they're here. Oh god. Dear. I'm going to be overrun with frogs. Fast mudlurker. This hefty species towers over its siblings, not moving too far from its habitats. Their bulk makes for a useful counterweight in engineering projects. Likes unlimited buffets, second breakfast, double helpings. Okay. Neat. So what if we make... Different traits can lead to entirely different species, but species also have their own variants. Experimenting with how far you can modify a species before it changes into a new one is a surefire way to discover these variants. As you explore, you'll also come across some clues to these combinations, so keep them peeled. There are various relics that can be activated by using specific frogs as genetic keys. As you discover more species, you'll be able to unlock them in the paths they reveal between the waking and dreaming world. A lot to be getting on with, but I believe in you. Good luck, and take this. Boy. Okay. So I want this. but a big frog. Damn it. Actually, let's take that out. This here. Okay. I don't think we need any more of that. I think we're good. Okay, let's move the frog fucker 4000. I don't like that I can't do anything with these. That's bugging me. Although I guess I didn't need to put my base here, but... Oh, that's cool. There is a quick store button. Each frog has 7 different traits that make up its overall genetics. Amplitude, nobility, odor, umbrage, rivet, audacity, and saturation. Okay. You can view the traits of any frog by viewing it. Its trait card will show up in the bottom right. Over the course of your journey, you'll learn to master all 7 of these traits to make all sorts of weird and wonderful species. Audacity. To get things back in order, you need to work your way around the pond, restoring the species as you go. To start with, you'll need to create some specific frogs to allow you to access to the dream. To allow you access to the dream. There we go. You should already have a vast mudlurker from the previous quest. If not, you need to make one. Okay, where is that pressure? Nope. My god. We vaporized the frog. We sent it to meet God. Okay. Dozy Dreamer, a mirror of the waking world and as abundant as their less dreamy counterparts. Their slightly boosted base traits said to be a reflection of our own dreams and aspirations to improve. Oh, I see. These are all the... Okay. likes weighted blankets, lions, getting 40,000 wings. Oh god. Amplitude is the measure of how big a frog is, both in general dimensions and in weight. Lower amplitude frogs are useful for getting into small places and generally looking adorable. Higher amplitude frogs can be unwieldy, but their weight allows them to be used as counterweights for certain machinery. Nobility is the measure of how classy a frog is. Less noble frogs are looked down on by others, for no better reason than their lack of style. More noble frogs are usually the ones looking down on others, bossing them about. Umbrage is the measure of grumpiness in a frog and how much they're ready to start a scrap. Lower umbrage means a more chilled out frog, and at extremes this can even cool the temperature nearby. Higher umbrage means it's more likely the frog will have a tantrum, and at the high end of the spectrum they can even boil the water around them. Audacity is the measure of how much appetite a frog has and how much they eat. The lower audacity frogs are extremely lazy, preferring to wait for bugs to accidentally fall into their mouths. The higher audacity frogs will devour anything they can find, helping keep the more prolific flora at bay. Full spectrum. By mastering all the traits, you'll be able to create all sorts of freaky little guys. This will also let you fully restore this place back to working order and uncover all the secrets scattered about this old pond. Take this as a reward for all the reading you just did. I didn't finish yet. Odor is the measure of how pungent a frog is and how much of a little stinker they are. The less the odor, the more clean-smelling the frog, some even able to filter the air through their pores. The more the odor, the more unlikely the frog is to have friends, unless they happen to have some good nose plugs. Ribbit is the measure of the sound that a frog makes, and their volume. The lower the ribbit, the more quiet and reserved the frog is, and more respectful of others sleeping at night. The higher the ribbit, the louder the frog, reaching such levels as to actually become a harnessable energy in the form of croakwork machines. Saturation. Saturation is the measure of how damp a frog is and how much moisture they retain. The lower the saturation, the drier the frog, to a point where they can even take in excess moisture from the environment. The higher the saturation, the wetter the frog, with some species able to even produce more water than seemingly exists. This is very cute. Fuck! Why is my camera doing this? Hibernation notice. A severe winter storm has been spotted making its way to the pond at an alarming speed. All staff, researchers, and general workers, please head to the central junction immediately and meet with the pond mother as soon as possible so your hibernation process can begin. Do not bring your belongings, leave them in the habitats. The caretakers will ensure that everything is kept in order. All caretakers, please meet at the spawning pool so that we can get started on preparations. Chattering bell. The huge caps of this species are swollen with water drawn from the grass by unquenching stems, often used by frogs to get a quick drink without having to venture down to the lower levels. Spores of this mushroom can form in grass and chilly areas with damp environment. Dreamfly, slightly smaller than its waking counterpart, as hibernators always have trouble remembering the correct size of things. Their dislike of rain makes it an uncommon sight for travelers of the torporial. This critter can be found flying around the reeds that grow in the water. Whoops. Moon jelly. With so many hibernators dreaming together, it's only natural their thoughts manifest in some form. Looking through the translucent bell, one can often catch glimpses of others' memories. Oh, I'm pretty full already. Quantum Froglander. Okay. Interesting. Wonder if this means I can't take things back with me. With the Pond Mother's blessing, you can travel to the Torporial, the world of dreams. Here, things are not quite the same. The memories of hibernating frogs are not always as accurate as reality, or full of wishful thinking. Hoppert told you to head north if you can find a way inside the reception. Sometimes you need more of a specific frog, but going through the normal breeding cycle takes time. Lucky for you, scientists have already come across this problem and solved it with a new machine, the breeder. Now you can access the dream. You can get inside mass breeding. Now what? Now you can access the dream you can get inside mass breeding. Get a blueprint and have Hoppert craft one. Okay. Oh god. Thought to be a manifestation of our common worries about damp, moldy houses. Strange, twisted folds flourish in the more forgotten spaces of the Torporial. The pools grant you freedom to move through both worlds. There are lots of forgotten places that still exist here in memory. Head to the northern pool to continue your journey. Okay, so things must not persist. Huge frog! They do. Huh. Right? Let's put bugs in here. Okay. I don't understand. I have a breeder. Where? In the note you found, it seems like you'll find a key for reception in the mud analysis building. Check the map. You'll need to find a way to get there through one of the other reflection pools. Best start discovering some new mushrooms so you can find the right frogs to open the way. Okay, so there is a lot of things to learn, and they do tell you, they do really step you through this. And normally I kind of resent being quite so handheld, but I feel like the massive amount of permutations of genetically engineering a bunch of funky frogs, like, I don't know how to not step you through this. So, where did my breeder go? Like, it was right here. Oh no, it's right here. So I imagine that these little tiny holes are also things that frogs can get into. Yes. Yes. is gonna make something new. I got buckets again. Sorry, I don't have anything to say about this. It is complex enough that too much processing power is being used on it. Do you wish things looked a little different? Okay, so this is the biggest frog ever. Oh, but we've kind of changed their stats a little. Well, we did this. Yeah, the regular mudlurker is this. My god, what am I gonna do with all these frogs? They all have different stats. Help me. I don't even know how many of them are gay. Okay, I think I have been overwhelmed by the possibility of frogs. So I think I'm gonna wrap it up here for tonight. Sorry, I'm easing back into everything just slowly, I guess, with slightly shorter streams, but we'll get back to normal eventually, hopefully. But thank you so much for hanging out with me. I will not be on tomorrow. I'm going to take tomorrow off as my normal weekend day. And I will probably not be on Monday either. I think I'm going to switch my Fridays and my Mondays. So I'll probably do Monday off. I don't know if it'll be Sunday and Monday every week, but I need a weekend. I need a day. I need an evening day with Grid. We have things that we need to do. But thank you so much for hanging out with me. This is very cute, and I've been anticipating it very greatly. I'll try to get YouTube back up and running also. But have a good night, friendos. Take care.